I have friends at court! Powerful friends! The king himself made me a lord!
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we return to our Janos Slynt playthrough, the Lord of Harrenhal and Commander of the City Watch. In the first episode, what happened? Let's have a quick recap. So, everything went as usual with the War of the Five Kings so far, the North and the Riverlands fighting for independence. Tywin Lannister is backing Joffrey as well as us as the Lord of Harrenhal. Stannis is trying to claim the Iron Throne as well, the one true king. He has murdered Renly, which was cool because it's the first time I've actually ever seen that happen when not playing as him in a different bookmark, so it was cool that happened. The Reach has now gone neutral, staying out of the war now that Renly is dead, so it'll be interesting to see what the Reach do. Will they stay neutral or will they get involved on one side or the other? The Iron Islands are also doing their own thing of nothing at the moment, which is interesting, so that could also sway the tide of things. It'll be interesting to see what they get up to. Dawn and the Vale are also neutral as always. I did have a question in the last episode that Tywin had remarried, which I did not notice, so yeah, let's have a look. So Tywin has remarried to Lady Paramount Shae of the Westlands. That can't be the Shae, can it? Lovers, Sir Davin Lannister. Okay, so she's got a lover. Is that Shae? That can't be. Is it? Let's have a look. I think it might be, you know. Tyrion, relations. Well, it's not in his lovers, so... And he's married to Morella Lannister. Interesting. Okay, so I think it's actually Shae. Loratha, I think it actually is the Shae. Now that is an interesting turn of events. That's hilarious. We do have that alliance with Lord Tywin as well, which is great. Has the Stormlands been given to anyone yet? No. Joffrey's keeping it. Oh, Joffrey's betrothed to Lady Marjorie of the Reach. Interesting. Maybe the Reach are going to get involved after all then, just like they did in canon. So the Reach are more than likely going to back Joffrey now then, which is awesome. So here we are with our 6,000 men. We just attacked the Brotherhood without banners to try and do some damage without spending any of our forces. Let's get Orain Waters in. Oh no, we had a better one. I think it was Oberyn, wasn't it? The random Roynish guy that we've got. Yeah, we'll march south to... Let's just march on to King's Landing. There's a small Stark host there that we can hopefully beat and do some damage to. We want to try and save our forces. Let's unpause. We want to try and save our forces as best as possible. So that when our time does come to try and expand, we've got the manpower to do so when we try and become a more powerful lord. So we'll try and stay away from the bigger units, but help Joffrey where we can. Lord Janos, after listening to advice of a group of my bannermen led by Lord Oswyn Stain of Driftwood Hall, I don't really care what's going on with the CK2, to be honest. I highly doubt that Janos would be interested in that at all. And Dale, a Kingslander with really decent learning, has arrived at our court. Okay, I don't think he's better than our current court tutor, our Maester, so we won't do anything with him for now, but it's interesting to know that we've had someone random show up. I want to say a massive thank you for all of the huge support that we had from that first episode as well. You guys seemed to really enjoy it, which was good. I was actually a bit nervous about this series for some reason, just because it was something really out there. A lot of people had requested it, but I didn't know how it would go down with others, with it being such a random character, but everyone seemed to really enjoy it and found it quite funny and entertaining, so that's great, which has made me really excited to get into the next episode. Wow, that's a huge Joffrey force here. 2 huge Joffrey forces. He has now got, of course, the manpower of the Stormlands, who have decided to go with Joffrey over Stannis, which is interesting. We do have a Stannis force here, though, of 1,600 men, so we'll go and try and take care of that and help Joffrey out in that war. The war with the Brotherhood is still at 0, which is interesting. Stannis 0, and then we're minus 36 against Robb, so it looks like Robb is going to be the main problem. Robb always is in this bookmark. He's probably a little bit too powerful in my opinion. He has way too much manpower, way more than he had in canon at this war, and he can gather them a lot easier, so it normally tends to be quite easy to actually win as Robb Stark. A lot easier than it should be in my opinion. And that's when the Ironborn attack, it's still easier. So considering that the Ironborn are not attacking him at present, that's going to make it even easier for him. And there's a small Riverland host here of 3,200. There's some Dragonstone men there as well. My lord, your son Joffos is responding very well to his tuition. He has improved his skills in and is advancing in his knowledge every day. He gains 2 stewardship. Awesome, 14 stewardship. Wow, he's a decent steward. He could become our Master of Coin. Maybe the Master of Coin for the King, which would be even better. We should be able to beat this host here, even with our disadvantage. There's 11. Oh, we've got a Joffrey host with us as well, so that's going to be a very easy victory, and it's going to help out massively in the Robb War and the Stannis War. Battle of the Red Keep. One day you'll have to specialise. I hear the voice of my old quartermaster in my head as I look out over the battlefield in the plains of the Red Keep. The plains of the Red Keep? Wow, the Red Keep's bigger than I thought. The sight fills me with resolve. I need to find a focus for future battles, but what will it be? Master flat terrain, focus on cavalry, light foot leader, heavy infantry leader. I don't really know what I've got most of. I don't really know which one we'd go with. What would the City Watch be classed as? Would they be light foot or heavy infantry? Let's go with... I might just go with heavy infantry, or should we go for... Then again, combat in plains, combat in farmland. Let's go with Master flat terrain. That could probably be quite good for around the Crownlands, actually. That'd probably help us massively, as it is all farmland and such around here, and in the Riverlands as well. So, yeah, we'll go with that. That could help us massively. And, yeah, we've absolutely crushed that host. It is clear that there are unkempt buffoons in the army of our liege. I simply can't stand some of them, and one individual in particular is frustrating me to no end. Master Gilbert of Faring Cross. Well, shouldn't he be fighting for Stannis? The feeling is clear. We've become bitter rivals with Master Gilbert of Faring Cross. Right. Let's try and get... Should we try and get rid of him? Plot to incite revolt. Plot to fabricate treason. Plot to kill. We could try and do something just to get rid of him. I'm surprised that he's not fighting for Stannis. Maybe because it's an earlier bookmark. That could be the case, to be honest. And a great victory in the Battle of the White Sword Tower. Awesome. Let's attack this small Stannis host here then and do some damage. We've got a small army of the Parchments here, which is interesting. House Penrose, who are siding with Stannis, which is interesting. There's not really any... There is the Brotherhood army, which we could go and attack again for an easy victory. Do you know what? Let's do that. Let's try and get that. I just want to make sure I avoid this Stark and Tully army, which is really strong, and it is worrying me. What? Oh, okay. So the twins have declared for Joffrey, and he's marching 17,000 men to the north, which could be risky if winter kicks in. And the Wolfswood have stayed neutral. House Glover has decided to drop out of the war, which is also an interesting turn. Wow, 12,000 men sieging Dragonstone. So I think we're going to be okay in this war. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. The one true king will win this. Well, the one true king for us. My lord, news from Sunspear. Sir Darren Shells has been sent to the wall. Okay, doesn't really affect us in any way, shape or form. It's annoying that Harrenhal's under siege, but Harrenhal is, of course, a level 17 fortress, which is insane. Marshal Sir Lynn told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he was talking about, but he was adamant that in his belief that it would improve the military. Adopt the Marshal's ideas. Your close friend, Lord Peter Baelish, has served on the King's Council for some time now. In a position, it is a position he's well suited for, and his opinion and our opinion of him changes by 10, which is awesome.
Friends, important friends in the capital.
And we've got an open council position. We need a court physician. Okay, so we must have lost our maester. Can we send for a new maester of the Citadel then, please? And that Lannister host is attacking the Tully host in Harrenhal, which is good. Are we not going to get to actually fight these? Are they going to try and flee? Because they're currently raiding or trying to raid in Rollingford. Ah, yes, we are going to get here in time to have a battle. Hopefully we get to join in. I do want to try and do something to help out. My lord, the maester we sent for from the Citadel has arrived in Harrenhal, a reachman by the name of Mern. Wow, 21 learning. Yeah, he's pretty decent. Renowned physician, maester, expert scientist, trusting, ambitious, zealous, and slothful. That's a decent maester. A very decent maester. Let's get him to just serve the court for now then. And let's attack this Brotherhood without Banner's army. We could maybe get one of these Riverland lands under siege and weaken them down for when we press our own claim against them. And we try and get the High Lordship of the God's Eye and Butterwell. And there we go. It would be awesome if we could capture Beric Dondarrion and hand him over to the king for the king's justice. And we are going to win this fairly straightforward. And we're not going to lose too much manpower as well. Wow, that's a huge Stark force there, though, what I would like to avoid if possible. So as soon as we win this battle, I will be marching away. Ah, now they're going to attack this other host. We could sway that, but they seem to be hugely winning that. Let's march our army over to Crown Keep for now, just to keep our men safe, just north of Duskendale. I don't want to risk our own manpower. I don't want to put them in any risk at all. Where's our faction gone for Crown Loyalists? Can we not have that anymore? Apparently not. Increase the council power in the Iron Throne. Now that could be good. Let's go for that. Let's start a faction to increase council power in the Iron Throne. Can we invite our many friends to this, such as Sir Varys and many of us? Can we actually invite them to our faction? Hopefully they'll join just by being our friends. That would be it's a pretty good one if we can get that going. And we'll join the faction of Crown Loyalists as well, just to keep up appearances. But of course, it's all about the future of House Slynt, which will be a major player in the Game of Thrones. We now have that rival, though, which is not good. Meant to have many friends at court, and we have one rival at court, which sucks. We may have to do something about that. We may have to get rid of him. Your Septon Rupert of Harrenhal reports that Master Aegon of Upstream has been humbled by your endless generosities. Who's Master Aegon of Upstream? A King's Lander. Okay, interesting. Is there any other hosts around that we can find? There's a small Stannis army on Claw Isle, but it looks like Stannis isn't going to be able to do much. And wow, 47% down against Robb Stark in the north now, but he does have 17,000 men here, Joffrey. Has he sent any more north? Doesn't look like it. We've got an 8,000-man Stark army here, which is interesting. God knows what they're up to. But as I said, we'll keep our men out of the way. We'll hang around close to King's Landing to defend it if need be. Let's march on to Duskendale. Probably got a better supply line, to be fair. Wow, 6 province land, which is awesome. Here's a Florent army. Florence are still fighting. So they are defending against Lord Beric, the Reach, but they decided not to get involved with the war against the north, which is interesting. And for some reason, Joffrey has most of his manpower decided to siege Dragonstone when he should really, really be concentrating on the threat of the Northmen in the Riverlands. That is a much more pressing matter. And that's a huge army. I'm staying well clear of them. So Robb could still win this by the looks of it, which is a little bit worrying. It's not good for our position. As I said, Robb Stark is extremely strong. Oh, okay. Aegon Targaryen invades. A young, silver-haired man has landed in Westeros, claiming to be Aegon VI, trueborn son of Rhaegar Targaryen, and rightful king of the Seven Kingdoms. It is widely believed that he perished in the Red Keep at the hands of Gregor Clegane during the War of the Usurper, along with his sister Rhaenys and mother Elia of Dorne. It is purported that it was not Aegon who perished there, but some peasant baby who was put in Aegon's place. Now the claimant lands and he has the Golden Company at his back. Aegon is dead. He is a mummer's dragon.
Joffrey is my king. The rest doesn't interest me.
And why is the Vale just lit up? Has the Vale now decided to get involved in some way? Defending against Lord Beric. So, Lord Paramount Harold. It seems that Robert Arryn is dead. And Harry, the heir, seems to want to get involved in the favour of Joffrey. Grave news, Maester Mern, having been turned into the wounds of the men at your command, is reported to have cracked under the stress. Oh, great. Well, he wasn't that good of a new Maester then, was he? If he's cracked under the pressure already. So where has Aegon's host landed? Because it does tend to land in different places. If you do it in the different bookmark, I've had them where they've landed in the Fingers, or they've landed in Dawn. They've landed in loads of different places in some of my playthroughs in the past. Walder the Fair has arrived at your court. She married our son Joffos, didn't she? Hopefully we can get a nice dowry from Walder Frey for that. And our daughter needs a focus, even though she'd be better for stewardship. She's got low stewardship. She's got traits for stewardship, but we'll go with intrigue. See if we can have a future Master of Whisperers. My lord, your daughter is responding very well to my tuition. And she's gained 2 stewardship. Maybe it would have been a good idea then to go with stewardship. We'll spend for the best equipment, which is going to improve her learning a lot more. And we've been invited to a plot. Peace be with you. Would you like to back our plot to kill Sir Harlan of Storm's Drum? Sir Harlan Bolling. Not really. I'm not really too bothered. And Beric the Handsome accepted King Joffery of the Iron Throne as peace offer. At least Joffrey is in hiding. So if King's Landing does fall, at least he won't get captured. Shall we take on this Stark host? And Alistair Florent is no longer a participant in the war. Oh! The Tyrells have called their banners against Robb Stark. Okay, so the Tyrells are now getting involved. Has Joffrey come of age and got married, maybe? That could be the reason why. No, he's no longer betrothed because he's gone in hiding, so I'm not sure what's going on there. We could take this Stark host. Do you know what? It might be a good idea because surely that Joffrey host is going to attack him. Let's just march on to Brindlewood for now, and we'll keep an eye on that situation. How far along is the Siege of Dragonstone going? And that's a Tyrell host as well. Let's get involved. Let's see if we can make a difference. No, they're getting absolutely slaughtered. We've got 5,000 none. This is risky. No, I'm not going to risk it. We are Janos Slynt after all. He probably would back out. If he's not going to... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, shite. The army of Oberyn will stand down and all levies will return home. That's too late. We've been captured by 19,000 Northmen, which is not good. We're going to lose a hell of a lot of our manpower here. Yeah, we lost a hell of a lot of our manpower, which is not good. Oh, no, and they're going to have to retreat to Harrenhal as well, which is even worse, because then we're going to be right in the middle. Why did that Joffrey host march past? Ah, and here is Aegon's army. It's landed in the Crown Lands. We need to keep our men. So, oh, great. So they're going to retreat to Harrenhal and get straight into a battle, which is just awful. And get slaughtered straight away. That really does suck. Oh, we've actually managed to win that. My lord, since I arrived in Harrenhal, there's never been a shortage of soldiers. I've got no idea how we managed to sway that in our favour. Shall we disband the men? No. Can we call up more manpower? Yes, we can. Only a small amount, 34 men, but we'll take that. And we'll march this way around. Can we call up more manpower from King's Landing? Yes, we can. 161 men. Let's march those around as well there then and meet them. Get as many men as we can together. At least then we have some manpower. And we're 73% up against Stannis now. So that war is going to be won. But it's not looking good against Robb Stark. It's not looking good at all. Absolutely getting battered against Robb Stark. Where is our better commander? Let's get Aurain Waters in charge of that. Oberyn and Janos. No, not Aurain. Where's our son? Who's actually really good. Moros Slynt. There we go. He's our best commander. Our son and heir. Hopefully we can get some lands for our son and heir as well. The war against Robb is looking terrible, but they are going to now absolutely smash the army of Aegon. Fagon. Dear friend, peace be with you. I'd like to give you the seat of my council as advisor. I would gladly accept your grace. Gladly accept, Joffrey. Lord Janos, I regret to inform you that I've decided to remove you from your position on the council.
My friends at court will not allow this.
And Prince Stannis, the Brute, accepted King Joffery of the Iron Throne's peace offer. So that's one war over with, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit too late for the war with the North. That is over. The North are going to win their independence, which means we might lose our lands. We could lose our lands and titles, which is not good. Unless he can march north and try and get some war score incredibly quick. Let's march on to Atlanta and see if we can do anything. 99%, yeah. That war is over. He has nearly won the Aegon War, though, which is at 92%. So it looks like they are going to keep the south. But Robb Stark is going to win his freedom by the looks of it. No, it's only at -19 now. So something has just swayed massively to put it in Joffrey's favour. Where are the North? Oh, okay, they're fighting a host here. A host led by the Vale, so the Vale have got involved in that war as well. Now that is interesting. I wonder if Littlefinger has played his part there. So we'll just stay here and get Atalanta under. Actually, will Lollingston be a little bit weaker? Maybe we could get that under siege. We could go get Riverrun under siege. We're never going to be able to siege it, but it looks like we're doing something. We're trying to siege the capital of the Riverlands. Hopefully, this is easier to siege. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we could become the new Lord Paramount of the Riverlands. We are close friends with the king. We'll have to wait and see what Joffrey has to say about it, I suppose. I'm a bit upset to lose Link Aubrey. What a bodyguard to have. At least we are doing a bit of siege. Maybe we can gain a bit of gold. Your close friend, Sir Varys, has served on King Joffrey's council for some time now. It is a position he is well suited for. Our opinions change by 10, which is perfect. We'll just siege this down slowly and get a little bit of war score. Get involved. Get involved without getting involved. And Aegon still has quite a strong force there. And what the hell is he just leaving his host out here on Dragonstone for? I wonder what he'll do with Stannis. Will he actually execute him, or will he send him to the... Oh, he's made him a... I think I just read that he'd made him into a eunuch. Yes, ouch. Poor Stannis. Poor Stannis has lost his cock. Not good. Oh, one true king. That... I bet he's still got bigger balls than the rest of Westeros combined. And some more of the Riverlands seem to be going independent. And perfect, we've managed to siege that down in the favour of our king. What about High Heart? How poorly defended is High Heart? Let's see if we can start getting some war score. Aurain Waters has been a leal and able servant. I'll grant him a knighthood. Why not? It saves us our money. We don't really care about giving people knighthoods if they don't deserve. We are freaking Janos Slynt after all. Lord Tywin still going strong, which is good. 59. He always tends to die early in my playthroughs. What about Balon? Oh! Defending against Lord Euron Crow's-Iron, Lord Reaver Euron's claim on the Iron Islands, and attacking King Rob the Young Wolf in Lord Paramount Balon's claim on the north. War score 25% in favour of Lord Balon. Interesting. And where are these 30,000 men going? They're now marching south. It looks like they're just going to let the Vale take care of the north for them. Oh no, they have got a small host of Lannister men up here. I bet they're doing the usual trick of just sailing these men incredibly slowly to the north rather than just marching them, which would be quicker. My bodyguard, Sir Oren Waters, has expressed a desire to get married. I will find you someone nice, Sir Oren. Alex Stone, let's have a look. We've got Jane Slynt, but I thought she was betrothed. Ah, that betrothal to Tommen would have been broken now, wouldn't it? Oh, Peter Baelish has a daughter. Interesting. Is there a Valyrian woman? A Connington courtier in Cape Wrath. She's quite young. Yeah, let's go for her. Elaine Connington. She's got the Connington red hair. We are going to be able to siege High Heart down, which is perfect. My lord, your son, Janos, is responding very well to his tuition. He's improving his skills and advancing in his knowledge every day. Gains 2 stewardship and gains the trait Just. Awesome. He's the one who was married to the Lannister girl, wasn't he? May live in harmony and contentment. I accept your suggestion that Sir Owain and Elaine get married. And perfect. High Heart is about to fall to our manpower. Can we call upon any more men yet? No, we can't. We do have the fleets of King's Landing. We can actually call upon some more men from King's Landing. 51 men. We may as well send them north. They'll probably help out in the siege. Let's march on to Wayfarer's Rest, the lands of House Vance. And the High Spectre has died. And Aegon of Essos has accepted King Joffery of the Iron Throne's peace offer. And King Joffery has now come of age, turned 15, and has his adult portrait, which is awesome. We're only at -4 against Robb Stark now, so things are going well. Things are getting better there. Yeah, we should be able to take Aegon Hall. Who have we got? An idle council member who's not doing anything. Ah, our Master at Arms. Can you train the troops, please, in Harrenhal? Could have got you to train the Gold Cloaks, but we won't do that. Who are these armies here? 2 enemy armies, and we've been invited to a plot. Bless one you in your house. We would like you to back our plot to kill Aaron. Who's he? He's our random courtier. I'm going to decline. Sir John of Griffin's Roost accepted King Joffery of the Iron Throne's peace offer, so it looks like every war in the south has been taken care of. It's just a case now of taking down the traitor's son. May his reign be blessed, the new High Septon. My lord, I've collected an ample tax revenue in Harrenhal, 40 gold. Beautiful, thank you very much. Hopefully we can use that to do something in the future, as we make our house more powerful. And the Joffrey host has just smashed the army of Willowwood. We are going to siege this soon as well, which is perfect. Samwell has arrived at our court, a random Westerman. No idea who he is or where he's come from. Yes, just keep on saving our manpower. No idea what the Joffrey's main host is doing, just walking around in the south rather than just taking care of Robb Stark. But at least we've managed to siege this down now. Let's march on to Pink Maiden. How well defended is Pink Maiden? Maybe it'd be good if we could capture some valuable hostages. A childless courtier with a strange choice of lifestyle has shown men a bit more attention than the women at court. Might it be that he is a sodomite? Okay, interesting. I would accuse him, or it is my duty to inform everyone about this suspected. Yes, we'll inform everybody because we are Janos Slynt. Your closer empire cell has served well on the council. And we can't take that. What about Castlewood? Can we take Castlewood? Yes, we can. Perfect. Wow, that's actually very well defended. What about Stony Sept then? Is Stony Sept a little bit worse defended? Yes, it is. Perfect. Betrothed can marry. Janos Slynt and Joy Hill. Yep, let's send that and keep that alliance with the West strong, which is perfect. Joy Hill has arrived at our court. The reports from Harrenhal that the charity work is going well, which is good. Gains us some piety, which we did need. Janos Slynt and Joy Lannister have gotten married. It is customary for a dowry to be paid to the groom's house. Yes, it's in everyone's concern. Tywin's our friend. My lord Paramount Tywin has sent you a dowry, but it was a poor offering. You greedy bastard, Tywin. All your wealth and you give us a poor offering like that.
I will not have it!
You greedy, greedy bastard. At least we are going to be able to take Stony Sept, though. We are doing our part. My dear friend Lord Paxter passed away from this world. He made me a promise to take care of his son Hobber. Today was Paxter's funeral. Most mourners have left by this point, but Hobber is yet kneeling by his father's grave. I will offer friendship and protection to Sir Hobber Redwyn. Yes, we will. Let's keep the relationship going. Dear Lord Hobber, most graciously welcome my offer. I am sure he and I will become best friends.
I have friends. Important friends in the capital.
And perfect. A raven has arrived. We should prepare as winter is coming. Now that is going to make things hard for attacking the north, but that's fine. Where can we march on to next? Let's march on to Deddington. Maybe Deddington will be weak enough for us to siege down. And Joffrey's main force are marching north now, but this is the worst time they could be doing it in the north. Not good at all. Not good at all. They're going to get themselves slaughtered. But at least the south is now under our command. And Joffrey's still keeping hold of Storm's End. Has he... I'm surprised that he's let Stannis keep... Oh, wow. Stannis has also been blinded. Ouch. He's now a blind eunuch. No! Looks like he's just going to keep torturing him before and get rid of him. And we can actually siege Deddington, which is good. So we are doing our bit. We're doing our bit. We're sacking the Riverlands. We're doing a Gregor Clegane. We can call upon more manpower. 125 from here, so we'll march those north. And a daughter was born to Joffer Slynt and Walder the Fair, named Solana Slynt. Yeah, we'll go for that. Siege of Deddington complete. Can we move on to what have we got here? Brandstone. Let's see if we can siege that down for the... Command of my liege's army should be reserved for those of high status, and the likes of Lord Maillard Chelstead enjoys this privilege while I do not. Surely it is an insult. I'll petition King Joffrey to give me command of the royal armies, and hopefully my many friends at court will help. Lord Janos, I see the merit in your argument, and so I hereby relieve Lord Maillard of his command and appoint you to assume his duties. So we're marching on Winterfell, which is interesting. We're marching on with an army in the north. We've just taken Ironrath. And the Siege of Deddington is complete by our other people. Let's get someone a little bit better in this. Do we have anyone better? Auraine's pretty good. Auraine Waters, Oberyn, and... yeah, we'll just leave that guy there for now. But at least we've took that. Can we take Turnbridge? Do we have enough manpower to take Turnbridge? There is a River Run army there, so let's take care of that. Do some damage to that small Tully host in River Run. And we've been invited to a plot to kill Lewin. And I'm going to decline. I don't really want to kill my decent courtiers. I'm guessing Riverrun will be stupidly well defended. Yes, 6,000 defenders. So we'll march on to Turnbridge. We should be able to take that. Our golds are massing quite nicely as well, which we of course want to build up to help us in the future. A son was born to Janos Slynt and Joy Hill, named Adrian Slynt. No. Name... after grandfather. Janos Slynt II. My liege, my work in Harroway's town seems to have come to fruition. By bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and forging documents, I've managed to fabricate a claim on the lordship of Harroway's town. Perfect. Let's now send you to fabricate a claim upon Darry. Let's concentrate on Darry and Maidenpool next. We are obviously High Lord of Harrenhal, so we will be able to press those claims anyway. Hopefully Joffrey will help us out by giving us a lot of that land anyway. And Turnbridge is almost under siege, which is perfect. My lord, I have collected an ample tax revenue in Harrenhal. Again, awesome, another 40 gold. That stocks up the coffers after that money that we have, of course, spent out. How is the Ironborn? Ah, it looks like the North has sent his men over to... oh, Lord Paramount Theon of the Iron Islands. As my troops ransacked the keep of Turnbridge Keep, they uncovered an interesting relic that Lord Willem had hidden away there. True history. Awesome. So we have Theon of the Iron Islands now, who is at war with King Robb and defending against Lord Euron. Euron's winning 59%. Wow. How did he get so much manpower? 7,000, okay. And how's the war with the North going? It's 31% in favour of the Young Wolf, but the Young Wolf is, of course, going to be losing the war with the South now, which is perfect. So things have gone to plan. Things seem to be going very much to plan for the bad guys. It seems weird backing Joffrey to win. How's Tywin doing? Is he still alive? He's still alive. 61, another 2 years, and he's still going. Awesome. I think we will end the second episode here, though, guys, because it's been going on for quite some time. I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as the first episode. If so, please don't forget to like and comment down below, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here as well. And hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.